Hey guys, it's Samuel to GTA, the non-gaming channel, and before I get this started, this is going to contain spoilers from this movie, so if you have not seen this movie, or you don't want it spoiled for you, click off. I Am Legend is a movie that Adrian, or HT Shadow from Twitter, has been bugging me to see for a long time. It's one of his top 10 favorite movies, he said, and he loves the hell out of this movie. So, when I saw it for $10 at Walmart, I picked it up. Now, I watched the alternate version first. As you can see on this cover, it says, includes alternate theatrical version with controversial ending. Now, I wondered to myself what the controversial ending was that they couldn't allow in theaters. So, I watched that version first. Because, I like things uncensored. I think, censorship is stupid. And that if you want to put anything in your art, whatever. And I watched this. And I was like, what the fuck was wrong with that ending? There was nothing wrong with it. So then I went to the theatrical version. And I skipped to the ending. And I watched that. And I gotta say this. This is what's fucked up about the rating system in America. Now, I watched a documentary on Netflix. Now, I know that's not the best source of information. Documentaries are often fudged to appeal to their own personal agenda. But I watched one on the movie industry and how ratings are. And how ratings are determined. And I gotta say, this has to be one of those movies that got censored just because of that, of, the Christians on the rating board. If you don't know, in this documentary, I forgot what it's called. I think it was called Not Rated or something like that. Or this documentary is not rated. It's on Netflix. Type in Not Rated or whatever. And it'll probably come up. But I watched that movie, and it said that there are two priests that also must evaluate the content in the movies in order for it to be determined of an R rating or an adults-only rating, or I think it's NC-17 or something stupid like that. I'm going off video games, because that's what I fucking know. But, NC-17 or R. And, as you know, NC-17 is not allowed in theaters, you can't really make money off it, you lose a lot of you can't advertise it, and if you get that rating, your movie's fucking finished. So you would have to alter it. And they did it for stupid things. They explained why some movies were denied. And something like, vagina pubic hair showing would stop that from being shown. Now, I watched the alternate ending. And if you don't know what the alternate ending is, basically, Will Smith, a zombie walks up to the door, draws a butterfly, and Will Smith gives him the body of the nearly dead zombie that he abducted from this zombie clan. After that, the zombie clans yell and hiss at him, and he heals the zombie woman, and the zombie woman walks off, and they just look at him, scowl at him, and walk the hell out of there. Then Will Smith and the other two survivors drive off. That's the alternate ending. What's the theatrical ending? Why was that ending denied? Oh, the alternative was for Will Smith to grab a grenade and kill himself and all the zombies in there while the other two hide in the chimney, and then they escape and they find the cure in his lab and all the zombies are turned back to humans. My thinking, now I have no idea. I'm a fucking moron in his fucking room who doesn't know shit about the movie industry and barely knows shit about movies, period. I mean, this is my 4th Blu-ray ever. And all I gotta say is that I think this has to do with the priests being angry that anything could evolve or become human-like, or the fact that the human race would be doomed. There are several things that are interesting about why they rejected that ending and put this ending. Because the zombies become human-like. They've evolved to have emotions. They have evolved to have their own species, love, anger. And that ending said that basically zombies are humans too. And as long as you weren't killing them, they were fine with it. And Will Smith was a crazy motherfucker in this movie. I mean, he shot a mannequin for no reason. crazy, yelling about people stealing his bacon. And, you know, he was insane. He was experimenting on all these humans he abducted and stuff. And, you know, in all intents and purposes, he would have deserved to die if those zombies did have an excuse to rip the shit out of him. But, you know, they didn't. And that makes the movie interesting. I think that ending would have fit better, too, because they kept alluding that these zombies were evolving into having human emotions. But the other ending basically says these zombies are monsters, they all deserve to die, we need to find a cure, and they're not human, we don't like them, blah, 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 blah. And that Will Smith needed to sacrifice himself to preserve the human race. Basically saying that these zombies could never be peaceful or anything. So, in my opinion, I think it was just censored to show, to one, defy evolution as a viable science, and two, to basically make sure that humans think that they're absolutely superior and nothing else ever changes with them. And nothing could ever is smart enough to figure it out. That's like those people who lock their dog in a cage and they never think that it's going to get out on its own. I've had dogs before, and that's what happens, you know. After a while, they'll learn how to open the cage. They'll watch you. Things adapt to situations. If they hate a situation enough, they will adapt and learn how to get out of that situation. And people don't understand this. Everything has all these living things have brains. They're intelligent. They're not stupid. And neither are these zombies. So I don't understand the purpose of removing that ending. Maybe they thought, you know, Will Smith killing himself was more a dramatic ending that the audience could connect to. But personally, I prefer the alternate version. And I really think that the alternate version should have been the version that everyone saw. But these are my opinions. Tell me what you think in the comments. I would love to fucking know. I'd love to have the discussion. I know me and Adrian already had a discussion on this, and he doesn't agree with me. But whatever. Samuel.